Fight! Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Welcome to this is a new show, Monday Morning Quarterback. This is the show where sports fans gather around these microphones to talk about a major sporting event for your amusement. We're going to dissect it. We're going to break it down. We'll give you a play-by-play, and we're going to analyze it and talk about everything because, you know, everything in hindsight is 2020. So, okay, all right. Anyways, so joining me on this panel, we have what was it? The pretty boy? Was it the face? Like the what was his nickname? I'm sorry, Babyface. The baby face Isai. There we go. There we go. Yes,
Baby
the
face?
baby face.
Baby face? Well, all that hair? There's nothing baby about me, dog. It's all hair, baby.
There you go.
Oh, pure man.
Well, I heard you had a little baby, dick, like, 19 inches, like 6 pounds. Huh?
The soldier
6
of fortune, Juan Jr.
Oh.
There you go.
Yes.
And the guitarist, Jesse. The cool man on campus, Juan Vargas. There you go. There you go.
Yes.
So, we all just got done watching the boxing match between Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Highly anticipated.
Highly anticipated.
Pac-Man.
And so we're going to give our reactions to everything. Okay, so before we get on to the main topic at hand, we have two things to go over. One, we are not in the studio right now, and we're not in Studio B either. So Studio B is my living room. So at which I recorded. Coming up later today is going to be Spoilers with Menchaca, which is our Avengers spoiler cast. And so that's later today. Check it out. And also, we have one other thing to do. We have I got to give the mic over to Isai real quick, and he's got a quick thing to plug. Go for it.
Hello, guys. I'm Isai, Babyface Toledo. Pretty soon, I'm going to be putting together some men's Bible studies at the Toledo Ranch. As far as a specific date, I don't have one yet, but it's in the works. And those of you that are watching that would like to attend, feel free to contact me at isai.toledo23@gmail.com. I think Louis will put it up right here, right above my name, or below. But more than anything, it's been something that's been hitting my heart pretty well this past couple of weeks, and I want to go ahead and just let those who are watching know that I'll be putting something together pretty soon. And again, those that would like to join, feel free to contact me via email. Thanks, Louis.
No problem, man. No problem. So you know him in real life, PM him. There you go. And also, I guess I should have thrown my stuff up there. My usual stuff, Twitter is at Chakalaka88, and anything long form you want addressed, my email address is boomchakalaka4@gmail.com for Musing with Menchaca, or if you want to suggest anything for topics that you want us to cover for sports. I think the Super Bowl is going to be a given. But yeah, so that being said, so we watched the fight. Give me your reactions. Juan, let's go to you first. What was your emotions going into this?
I'm going to tell you, I was very nervous. Especially when that first bell rung. And I will tell you that it doesn't surprise me that Mayweather can turn the most anticipated fight of the century, supposedly, into one of the most boring fights that you can ever watch in your life. Now, people paid $100 to watch this fight, and he's still okay with running away, holding, or doing whatever he needs to do to win the fight. Now, me personally, I don't know if I can give a lot of rounds to somebody that holds every time they try to do a combination. The referee should have taken some points away, and that's just the way I feel. It was very obvious what his strategy was. It was go in there, stay in the middle of the ring in the first few rounds, make it look like he's trying to win the fight, not trying to run away, but then hold as soon as Pacquiao tried to, do something. I mean, it was obvious. Kenny Bayless, I'm actually disappointed. He kept warning him not to hold, but he never took a point away. He should have taken a point away after the 5th round. I mean, it was obvious he was holding after every combination that Pacquiao threw. Now, I'm just going to say, it doesn't surprise me because Mayweather does this. This is what he does.
Hey,
He does anything that he does. He does anything to win the fight. My emotions is I feel
Running.
like people were ripped off, and that's just the way it is.
Jesse?
But I'm not surprised.
Jesse, comment. Anything?
I go for Pacquiao all the way, dude. Like I said, from the beginning, win or lose, I think he won his people. He didn't fight for the money. And he fought for what he believed in, man. Mm-hmm. You know, like I said, in Floyd Mayweather, like Tito said over here, he had his own like strategy as far as what he wanted to do, and then towards the end he wanted to run and everything. He waited for the end to go all out, but I disagree with all that.
Juan V, what do you got?
Actually, hey, I'm Gro Fingers, just so you know. My nickname's Gro Fingers.
Gro Fingers or
Gro Fingers.
Gro Fingers.
It's ginger root and onion fingers, man. My fingers stink, dude. All day.
That's gonna be your name on the.
There you go. Hey, so check this out. I mean, I gained more respect for Mayweather on this fight.
Yeah.
The thing was, the first 8 rounds, it went back and forth. Manuel did get some rounds. Mayweather neutralized him. I think Mayweather neutralized Pacquiao for the last 4 rounds. He was quicker, much quicker, stepping in. Manny had to be reckless. Manny had to be out there and throw those crazy angles, and he didn't. And he couldn't because Mayweather kept beating him to the left. He kept jabbing him with the left. Or when he seen that he was rolling with the other side, he would throw with the right hook. So, I mean, it was a good fight for Mayweather, I believe. Bayless, I don't think he's a good ref at all. He should have deducted a point. But Mayweather, I think he was still learning Pacquiao. That's why he was hugging him. But once Mayweather learned what Pacquiao was gonna do, it was over. And you seen it like after the 10th round, I think Pacquiao like threw his fist in frustration that he couldn't do what he wanted to do. So I think after that the fight was over. But good first 8 rounds.
All right, Isai, initial reactions, initial thoughts, or emotions? Any comments?
Oh, initially my emotions were more of I was at peace, honestly, the whole day coming to this fight. I mean, it was a big anticipated fight for everybody, for all of us that love boxing. I'm a big Manny supporter, Manny Pacquiao. I wanted him to win 100%. But I give my hat off to Floyd Mayweather just due to the fact that he was a faster fighter. He was faster completely, man. He was a smarter fighter. I do want to say that, he was holding a lot. I do agree with Tito, and I'm sure the majority of us here agree that he held a lot. Kenny Bayless should have deducted a point, but again, Kenny Bayless is pro Mayweather. So, other than that, man, I mean, I was at peace until the bell rang, and that's when the nerves kicked in. But, I mean, I thought it was a pretty good fight overall. I think that I had it 8 rounds to 4 for Floyd Mayweather.
All right, so I want to just remember this feeling and commemorate the feeling that I had whenever the fight was beginning. Like my heart sank, and that was like this really, really like weird feeling that I had for like a sporting event, because anyone who knows me that I'm not really into sports, but this one was a different like league or level on its own. That's for me, anyways. I'd say. So if a non-sporting fan would feel this way, imagine the real sporting fans how y'all must have felt. That would have been that's crazy. But I took notes. I have notes on this fight, and I scored it. I guess I will say right now I'm a Pacquiao fan, and I would lean heavier on my scoring towards him. So that's why I gave the round 6-6. I gave him 6 rounds to Pacquiao, 6 rounds to Mayweather for my scoring. I just felt that there was, for me, the reason why I would give him more rounds is because Pacquiao was landing more power punches than Mayweather. He was putting a lot more work and pressure, a little bit more ringmanship, a little bit more not say much control of the fight or control of the ring, but he was controlling a little bit more than you would think. And honestly, I agree with you guys. Mayweather held too much, and I would basically echo those same sentiments. But That said, let's go down the panel. Isai, you already answered. Juan, what would you score the fight?
I don't want to give Mayweather rounds where he held and tried to play his defense because Manny was trying to hit him.
Oh, that's
But if I had to score it, I had it 8-4 in Mayweather's favor. But that doesn't mean that I do lean heavily towards Pacquiao, but I only gave Manny 4 rounds. But I'll also tell you that if I were to take away the way Mayweather was fighting, I would have had it 6-6 as well.
All right, Jesse.
As a draw, just because if you look at the punch output, they were pretty close, and I would say it would be a draw. To be honest.
Yeah, I'd go with Juan. Just be a draw. I was agreeing with him the entire time we're watching the fight, man. He's like 4-4, 5-5, 4.
Yeah.
It's like 4-4.
And we're back. There we go. All right. So, Juan V, over to you. We're going. Give me what would you score the?
Yeah, I had an 8-4.
8-4
as well. And Mayweather was doing his thing, so Manny couldn't have won more than 4 rounds at all. But
He could have if he would have fought dirty, just as Mayweather did.
here's the thing. Here's the thing about Mayweather. He's gonna retire undefeated, by the way. But I think that people are trying to. He's too damn smart. He knows what the guy's gonna do before he does it. He knows how to neutralize the guy, and until somebody can figure out, or nobody is gonna figure it out. But once they get inside that ring, Mayweather just watches and watches and watches. Whenever he feels like he's in a bind, he'll hold you. He'll run away, but then he'll get his shots. He knows when to throw his shots and how to hit the guy and win the rounds. That's what he does. He's not gonna knock out a guy or nothing like that, but he's just gonna get points.
Here's another thing. Here's a food for thought. I think Mayweather actually boxed himself into a retirement fight that nobody's gonna watch. Literally, who's gonna buy his next fight? Who's he gonna fight next? Who?
All in favor not to watch.
Nobody did. Like I said, he didn't win anybody. Pacquiao won the people,
Yeah,
man.
Pacquiao actually tried.
He
Yeah.
won the people.
Yeah, Mayweather won nobody on this fight. He did his dirty work or whatever, and who's gonna fight? Who's he gonna fight next, and who's gonna buy his fight? I'm not gonna watch it. I don't even want to watch a rematch. I honestly don't.
He could essentially fight Keith. He could essentially fight Keith Thurman or Amir Khan even.
I don't think nobody would buy those fights because only Pacquiao would have given him a legitimate fight. So
Yeah.
there's nobody else. He's gonna retire, and nobody's gonna watch his fight. Nobody.
Yeah, he wants to go down as the best ever, and
He's not the best ever.
He's not.
Sugar Ray Robinson's gonna go down as the most best fighter of all time. And you know what? Sugar Ray Robinson would have knocked Mayweather out. He would have been the best.
I think Manny Pacquiao is the best ever, due to the fact that he has the heart of a true champion.
Yeah,
In
that's
fighting
true.
opponents, bigger than him, who are essentially kind of the same speed, but what I'm trying to get to is that he has fought in 8 different weight divisions
And won.
and has won championships every time and defended those championships every time. A true champion is going to take their losses. A true champion is going to,
Learn from those losses.
learn from those losses, yes. And with the way he is as far as being humble towards those losses and even his wins, that's how he was able to grab more fans. The beginning and the end, Manny had more fan favor. How many boos did Mayweather get?
A lot.
A lot of boos, man. It's unfortunate because
Beginning to end, dude.
Yeah.
Beginning to end, man.
Even when he won, everybody
Manny
was booing.
Pacquiao won the people beginning to end.
There you go.
And here's another thing. I was disappointed. I agree with Juan, and I agree with all the guys. I was disappointed in Manny. I really was.
Yeah.
He throws 100 punches around normally and doesn't get tired. And what did he do here? Yes. Can you give Mayweather, respect because he did the pace. He dictated the pace. He did everything that he had to do to win the fight. Yeah, go ahead and give him credit if you want to, but Manny didn't.
Well,
he did not fight his normal
I'm gonna give him
way.
credit for his ability to counter. Like the reason why he would get a lot more points, and the reason why I knew that, even though I scored it, like, I didn't even match the whole time. Like, I knew that around the 11th round, I was like, oh, if Pacquiao does not win by knockout, he's not winning.
True, but guess what? We've seen Manny Pacquiao in freaking fights where he gets hit and he goes hitting and he didn't care. Mayweather is a lightweight. He's a light hitter. He doesn't hit hard.
He's a jabber.
He just throws fast, but it doesn't have anything behind it. Mayweather is not that great of a puncher. And I just saw Manny like get intimidated by a dude that just threw fast jabs
here's the
or
thing.
fast throws, and like he really had nothing.
Here's what I was gonna say to that is like, because the thing is, that's one of the two things that Pacquiao couldn't get past is he can't get past those counters, and he also couldn't get past that reach of arm, that arm reach. That was especially, I saw it in the very first round. I saw on the very first round, I saw how he couldn't get past that defense.
I think Manny Pacquiao fought like he was scared a little bit.
Though they both fought like I'm not in my.
Both of them did. Both of them fought like they were scared. Especially in the first 4 rounds.
Yeah. All right, but so I guess I want to just read over my notes here real quick about each round by round and let me know what y'all think. So on the first round, I said that Mayweather he landed more punches is what I noted, and that he looked very nervous, and he didn't do his normal shoulder rolls, and he also didn't do his bravado thing that he normally does that he's known for. That was the only thing I note. Uh-oh.
So a future up and coming boxing fan right here, my daughter.
There you go. For the second round, I said that Mayweather hugs a lot, like a lot, and but Pacquiao did do one hug in there. I was gonna say he also did it like maybe 2 or more times in the fight.
I think that was more like Mayweather kind of going into him and he just caught him or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think it was more like Pacquiao really caught him coming into the momentum. I think that's what really happened on that whole.
I think a lot of it time was also momentum too. A lot of the hugs.
Yeah, I disagree with the whole holding thing and then punching him on the side, man. Yeah. That's like I said, they should have deducted points off of that too. Yeah. I really do agree. Yeah, I think so.
As a matter of fact, I took notes on every single time for every round that they did do hugs, and I was gonna say that I think almost every round had it.
Sit down.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sit down, Eddie.
For the third round, I was saying that Pacquiao was putting the pressure, and I actually gave the first 2 rounds I gave to Mayweather. Third round I gave to Pacquiao because he was putting the pressure.
Third round he did.
Mayweather lost control of the ring, in my opinion. And then third round. The fourth round, I said that Pacquiao was the first time where he was doing those what I call molly-whopping somebody against the ropes and stuff. When he was doing the mid, the torso, the combinations. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah. I was saying that was the first time that happened. There was a moment where you saw in Mayweather's face where he was stunned. I liked it. I liked it very much. Let's see here. What else I put? For the fifth round, gave it to Mayweather. Yes, because he came back, he put more pressure, and he regained control, and that was the first time in the fifth round when he did that. He did the head, trying to do the uppercut. Yeah. And let's see here. I think the only other exciting round that I would say was in the 8th round. There was a major punch that was landed by Pacquiao. But other than that, I'm not gonna say I was disappointed by that fight. Really, I'm a Mayweather hater, but in that round, I saw more technicality in Mayweather than I ever saw before, in my opinion, anyways. So overall, the fight, in my opinion, didn't live up to the hype.
Did not.
But it was still good to see, I will say. Any final thoughts, Isai? And
I'm just glad that it finally happened. They finally gave their fans what they wanted to see. Again, it wasn't something that was too exciting for me as I was watching it. Something exciting for me would be to see Mayweather get his ass beat. And that's just no. They didn't give the fans what they wanted to see, but now Mayweather's gonna have to be able to say that, oh, I already fought him and beat him, you know. But did he really fight him? No, he didn't.
He did not.
He's an in and out
He didn't fight
technical
him.
fighter, and that's just the type of fighter he is. You know, once you do something for so long, it's just muscle memory, and you're going to be used to that type of style. But final thoughts for me is that I'm still 100% Manny Pacquiao fan. I did gain some respect for Mayweather, honestly. But other than that, man, I'm disappointed. I don't ever think I'll watch another Mayweather fight in my life.
That was really
You know,
the fight to end all fights, really, is what I'd say.
yeah, it should have been. But he has one more fight that he has with under contract to Showtime and CBS. You can cut that out if I can't say that. But other than that, man, I think just from here on out, I look forward to watching up and coming boxers come up and do great and better things.
Juan, over to you.
I'm not gonna say anything different than I've already said. Very disappointed in the way Mayweather wanted to win the fight, which is as expected. No surprise there. I don't think I'm ever gonna watch another Mayweather fight. You know, I'd have to be paid to watch it or watch it for free. He is going to go down as the best track runner. You know, if he wants to run or play dirty or whatever, he can't call himself the best ever. I mean, he's not even close. There's too many boxers that were way better than him, took way more chances. And if he wants to wait 5 years to fight a guy, he did the same thing with Sugar Shane Mosley. He waited 3 years after Sugar Shane Mosley was at the top of the boxing world. And he was calling him out on ESPN. He was calling him a pussy. He was calling him everything and other names. But he waited after he had already lost a few times to Forrest, you know, a few times. And, you know, he said, all right, now I'm going to fight you because you've already lost twice. You lost
You're not
to
at the
this
top
guy.
of your game anymore.
Yeah, you're not at the top of the game. And did the same thing to De La Hoya. De La Hoya was older, at the very end of his career. And honestly, I actually think De La Hoya won that fight 7 rounds to 5. But, you know, everybody has their opinion. But, you know, that's what he wants to do. You know, Mayweather, that's game plan. He wants to wait until everybody, you know, gets older or whatever. And, you know, I don't want to watch a rematch. That's how boring this fight was because he would fight him the exact same way. And I don't know. I think that's Mayweather is not the best ever. And he wants to retire undefeated. That doesn't mean anything. I mean, I can win fights running away too. I mean, I could throw a punch or two and run away. That's all I got to say, really.
Jesse?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. You can throw a punch and just run away. If he wants to retire undefeated, he can do so.
He takes the points and goes. That's what do they call it?
Yeah, that's what he does, man. But I mean, I was disappointed, but I wasn't. But you know, it was that's what it was expected. You know, if Floyd Mayweather was to win, he was gonna win like he did every single other fight.
Really, I mean,
Every single other fight.
I would say that was his best showing, Mayweather for me.
It's the same-
With the exception, like he could have had the fight could have been way more obviously his if he didn't do any of the hugs.
Yeah, if he didn't do the hugs and the little cheap shots he was
Oh,
doing,
the cheap shots, yeah.
he could have, you know, given a good fight to Pacquiao, you know, like he deserved, man. Because that's what everybody was waiting to see, man. All the people, everybody.
Yeah.
That's what everybody paid for, and they paid for. What did they do? They paid for the exact same thing you saw the last fight. You know, the same way Mayweather was fighting, the same way I will not watch in the pay-per-view fight. You know, just like Ito said, I will not watch a rematch. Not with Mayweather, at least.
All right, we'll cut it here. Go for it. And we're back. So, Juan, we're gonna give me your final thoughts on everything.
I thought it was a good fight. I mean, everybody was here excited and screaming and yelling for the first 10 rounds. So to call it a boring fight, I don't think it was.
I would say it was exciting whenever Pacquiao was landing those combinations.
Yeah, oh,
like,
heck yeah.
Like
Whenever-
nobody was screaming exciting whenever Mayweather landed a
No,
counter.
of course not. But when he was hitting them, that was exciting. That was exciting to me. I wish he would have done it more because he was winning rounds. He knew how to win some rounds, but he just stopped. He got neutralized and he just stopped.
Yeah.
The thing about Mayweather running around, he stood in front of the guy for 2.5 minutes and ran around for 30 seconds. What was Manny doing for those 2.5 minutes? Not a damn thing. He wasn't hitting him at all. That's true. At one point, he had Mayweather at the ring on the side with his hands up, just covering his face, and Pacquiao was just Mayweather just let Pacquiao get tired, right? That was his plan. And Pacquiao realized, hey, you know what? I'm gonna just get tired. Let me step back. But the guy was just holding up his hands, and he still couldn't get him. He still wasn't hurting him. He could have got 10, 15 punches landed, power punches landed right there, but he couldn't hit him. And the guy was just standing right there in front of him. So. I mean,
It's true.
That's true.
So it's Pacquiao had opportunities, didn't capitalize, but if he would have won a couple rounds in the end, I think he would have been a draw or maybe won the fight. But somehow he just got stopped.
So I mean, ultimately, this is my.
Thank you. What you want me, baby?
Ultimately, this is my really final thought was actually not even my own. It's just basically just to say haha to the marketing guru Carlo. I'm gonna cut right here.
I'm going to have a
punch
bold
hard.
prediction here and say that Manny's going to have a late fight, a 9th or 10th round knockout. Whoa. For Mayweather. And then let me tell you something.
He's not even a boxing fan. He's laughing.
Mark my words. Everybody's laughing here. Mark my words. Manny's going to knock Mayweather out in the 9th round because with the left straight punch, y'all mark my words. You're laughing now.
So is he
Y'all not
going to
be
put
laughing.
Mayweather to sleep like Marcus put Pacquiao to sleep?
I'll tell you what. He's not only going to put him to sleep, but he's going to retire him. Thank you very much.
Wow.
You know what? And that's the end of the podcast.
All right.
Thank you very much to my guests. This has been Musing, Menchaca.
I think we're done.
And we're back. So the part where he was saying, he's like, mark my words. In the 9th or 10th round, Pacquiao's gonna knock Mayweather out, and he's gonna retire him and all that.
Nope.
Stuff. So
That's how Mayweather won.
That didn't happen.
yeah, that was just I just wanted to make fun of that comment. And that's all. That's really all I wanted to say. You want to pass the mic over to give a God's voice right now? No, don't put your voice on. What I say? You want to? All right. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in to a Monday morning quarterback. What's up?
Mayweather sucks.
Can I give a shout out, man? If you don't mind?
Agreed.
Gay weather.
Just want to give a shout out to all the Manny Pacquiao fans out there, and also to Silk's Screen Printing. They made me this shirt. It's Pacquiao shirt. So, shout out to Edgar. Appreciate it.
All right. Pimping out Silks. All right. So, thank you very much for tuning in to this show. Thank you for making us a part of your day, checking out this Reacts video.
Thank you.
Very special thank you to my panel. So, Juan, Jesse, Juan, and Isai. There you go.
I'm in between the Juans.
We have a Jesse sandwich.
A Juan sandwich is what they call it, actually.
All right.
There you go. Thank you very much. Signing out.